Using audio in a web page is a very similar process to using videos, and so what I've done is I just downloaded one of my old MP3 songs from SoundCloud, and what I'm going to do is just drop it into an audio element. All right. So let's go ahead and start this. Can I just drag this over? No, I would have to move this and then drag it like that. There we go. So what we're going to do is remove this video element here, and we're going to create an audio element. And this is going to be set to a width of 600. And controls. It's very important to add these controls, and I will show you why in a moment. And so in here, we're using the same source element, and we're going to set the src attribute to current directory audio, that thing you do .mp3. And the type is just, going to be audio/mp3. So we're going to save this and load up our page here. As you can see, it actually shows the audio. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that or not. I'm not sure if it's recording the sound from my the master volume on the computer or not. But that did play, by the way, and we can set the volume as well. Now, what happens if you don't have controls there is that it will appear, but it will just appear blank, and you can't see it. And this is useful if you want to have a sound play in the background of a page. So if you don't want to actually show an HTML element, but you want it to play, that's how you can do it. And actually, you can also set autoplay. So this is another attribute that does not have a value. And if we refresh, you can see as by the sound indicator here, it is playing. If I had controls here so you can actually see better, because I'm pretty sure you guys can't hear it. There we go. So as you can see right off the bat, as soon as I load the page, it starts playing. So that's what autoplay does. And you can also have loop. I'm going to refresh and put it near the end. What's going to happen is when it gets right to the end, it's just going to start playing again. So if you have a looping piece of music and you want to loop it, that's all you have to do. Maybe hide the video player, don't show the controls or the audio player, and then set the autoplay and loop attributes. So that is how to use audio within a web page. And actually, you can give this an ID. And I'm just going to call it my sound. And then this would be appropriate. You can actually hook into these HTML elements with JavaScript, and you can play the audio through JavaScript. So if I wanted to have a sound play every time I click a button, let's say that has a click sound that we want to play every time I click a button, what we would do is we would have any of these attributes. So we would have an ID, and this is how we would target it. So in the event handler for clicking a button, we would write something that basically targets this element and then tells it to play. And if we refresh the page here, it doesn't play, it doesn't loop, and we don't see it. But it exists in the background, so we can manipulate it using JavaScript later if we wanted to. So that's how to use an audio player.